Disclaimer: the story you're about to hear is for mature audience only. Gang, guns, and violence shown in picture scenes.
YouTube, what's good? It's your boy King Tone coming back at you with another episode of Hood Tales. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section. Let your boy know that you're fucking with him. Shout out to my real ones. I'll pray for the fake ones. This episode is going to be about Boney and Jumbo and how your boy got put on to the gang life. And this situation happened when I was around 12 years old, probably 1992. I know some of you subscribers and listeners weren't even thought of at that time. This story starts in South Phoenix, Arizona. I was 12 years old and I used to kick it at this trailer park called Acacia Villa. It was a neighborhood trailer park. You know, I didn't live in the trailer park, but I had a lot of homeboys that lived there. One particular homeboy that I used to kick it with, his name was Bo Coinva. He was Native American, Hopi Indian, and we used to kick it tough, dude, together all the time. We did everything together. We used to do a lot of bullshit, a lot of dumb shit. Like, we used to smoke weed, we used to steal beer at the liquor store and shit. We used to do all kinds of shit, graffiti on walls, everything. We used to do it together. And there was this chick that used to live in the trailer park. Her name was Margaret. Well, my homeboy Bo, he had a thing for her and she had a thing for him. Well, she had a boyfriend and his name was Brian Martinez. They used to flirt with each other all the time on the bus or whatever, you know, or at the park or whatever. Well, one day they kind of hooked up, you know what I'm saying? And Brian, he found out about it. Brian started running his mouth around the trailer park saying when he seen Bo that he was going to put hands on him. He was going to fuck him up. You know, he need to stay away from my bitch and this and that, yada, yada, yada. I'm cruising through the park one day and I see this motherfucker, right? Well, Bo's my boy, bro. So, you know, we ride together, bro. That's just the way it is. Y'all know if y'all have a homeboy, you know what I mean, or a homegirl or whatever, you know, you guys ride together, you know what I'm saying? So I seen this sorry ass motherfucker, he's chilling on the block. So I pulled up on him. I said, hey man, I heard you were running your fucking mouth about my boy. And he was, yeah, what you want to do about it, dog? So I socked his ass up, you know what I'm saying? Beat his ass and told him to get the fuck up out of here, bro. So he took off, him and his little homie Tony. Later on that night, I'm gonna say about like 4 or 6 hours later, you know, I'm chilling at this bus stop that's kind of like, it's a bus stop, it's like a bench, but that's where the city bus comes and picks people up. Well, I'm sitting over there and I'm sitting there with some of my other homies and we're smoking, you know what I'm saying? We're chilling, you know, drinking and shit. All of a sudden I hear a system, man. Someone had their music on and it was bumping, bro. They were just rolling and it was a red, like 84 Regal sitting on Dayton's. Now this is on the West Coast. If y'all don't know what Dayton's are, man, go look that shit up, man. He had some spokes on his shit. His car was nice. They pulled into the trailer park without their lights with the system up. So I'm tripping. I'm like, man, what are these motherfuckers creeping for? So I get up off the bench and I kind of walk over there and make sure my homies are all right inside the trailer park because I've never seen this car before. Well, they're pulled up to Bo's house. Bo's outside and he's talking to him. So I roll up and I hear what they're talking about. They're asking, you know, hey, what's your name, homie? You know what I'm saying? Where's your little homie at? You know, they're talking about me. So I pull up and I'm like, yo, I said, I'm G. What's up? You know what I mean? Y'all looking for me. Now, mind you, these dudes are a lot older. I'm 12 years old, but I ain't afraid of nobody. I fear no man but God. So they're like, oh, you the little homie. One of them's 18 that goes to high school. The other one's not even in high school. He's like 20, 21 years old at the time. I said, you looking for me? And he goes, oh, you G? And I said, yeah, I'm G. And they were like, you jumped my little brother, motherfucker? I said, I didn't jump anybody, bro. I said, I put hands on him because he was running his fucking mouth. And so we started having a discussion. We started getting a little bit confrontational. He asked me, he goes, where the fuck are you from, dog? I said, I'm from the South Side, motherfucker. And as soon as I said I'm from the South Side, motherfucker, I got stuck right in the face. Boom. And I'm not going to lie, your boy Jeezy, he went down. King Tone went down. I was on the ground. They started stomping me out. And they started beating my ass bad, bro. They were kicking me and everything. I'm on the ground and I'm about to get up. And the motherfucker said, where you from? I said, it's Southside till I die. And then they kicked me and I knocked out. And I don't remember shit. All I remember is this little lady across the street. She came over and she gets me up. She takes me to their house. She calls the cops. The cops come over there. They're asking me questions. My mom and my dad show up. They're asking me questions. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I was like, I got jumped. And they wanted to know the description of the car. I gave them nothing. I ain't no snitch, never been a snitch. So I didn't say shit. I held my mud, and then that's what it was. We went on about life. I'm gonna say about a couple of weeks later, I'm walking to the store. All of a sudden, I hear that same system. Boom, boom, boom. It starts getting closer. So I kind of turn around, and I notice that it's that same red Regal with the Daytons pulling up on me. It pulls up right behind me, and I keep walking because, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm about to get fucked up again. But I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna handle mine. I'm gonna stand my ground, and if these motherfuckers want to get it, we can get it in. But this time I'm gonna be prepared. So I hear one of the dudes. It was Boney at the time. He goes, "Hey, homie." He's all, "Turn around." And I turn around, and he's all, "What's up, dog?" And I was like, "What's up?" He's all, "Where you from, dog?" I said, "I'm from Southside." He pulls a gun, and he goes like this, "Get in the car." And I said, "Man, I ain't getting in the car with you." And he pulls the gun he raises it up at me, and he says, "No, get in the fucking car, dog." So I get in the back seat of the car, and we're driving. They ain't saying shit. It's quiet as fuck. I'm in the back, man, and I'm basically shaking like a bitch, bro. And I'm like, "Yo, like, where we going, dog?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it. When we get there, you'll find out." I was like, "All right." So we pull up to this house. When we walk into the house, there's all these fools around, bro. A whole bunch of, I'm Mexican American, so there was a bunch of cholos there. They're all sitting in the house, drinking, getting high, you know what I mean, doing their thing like it was like a party and shit. And they all look at me when I go in the house, and it gets real quiet. And now I'm tripping, bro. I'm like, damn, dog, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die over the South Side, man. Like, and I wasn't even like, I was from the South Side. Like, I lived in the South Side, but I wasn't a part of like no clique, no gang, nothing like that. I was young, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be that. So they take me into this back room, bro, and there's this OG, bro. Everybody knew him in the hood. His name was Savage. He's all, "You G?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm G." And he's like, "So you want to be South Side, right?" And I said, "No, I said, I am South Side." He's all, "Well, this is where it starts." So basically, this is where my little gang life started, guys. I'm gonna continue to tell these stories, so it's gonna connect to this one. I'm gonna end this right here, but make sure you guys comment down in the comment section. Like I said before, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let your boy Mimi Vlogs know that you're fucking with him. Shout out to him for putting me on. And this is your boy King Tone, and I'm out.
Started out riding Batman with the geezers. When that shit didn't work, talk to pop about the chick. All of them times my bad ass still ain't listen, was living, but taught me the ways of that kitchen. Don't need me a pot, I can microwave with it. I bang the high seat just like a Christian. Went from that set to the spot, now we living. Still running they mouth, they gon' die about them bitches. They bitches, and most of them not from the trenches.